Buildings are one of humanity's most enduring expressions of survival, creativity, and power. Long before nations or cities existed, humans built shelters to protect themselves from nature, predators, and time. The evolution of buildings is not simply a story of architecture. It is a record of how societies think, organize, and imagine their future. Around the year 1500, most buildings were constructed from locally available materials. Stone, wood, clay, and brick defined architecture across continents. Homes were small, dense, and built to last generations. Structures reflected climate and tradition rather than personal expression. Buildings served basic needs: shelter, storage, worship, and defense. As centuries passed, construction techniques slowly improved. By the 1600s and 1700s, buildings became more specialized. Urban centers grew denser, and architecture began to signal social status and power. Palaces, cathedrals, and civic buildings rose above ordinary homes. Geometry, symmetry, and craftsmanship became symbols of order and authority. Buildings were no longer just functional, they communicated meaning. The Industrial Revolution marked a dramatic turning point. In the 1800s, iron, steel, and glass transformed construction forever. Buildings grew taller, wider, and faster to build. Factories, train stations, and apartment blocks reshaped cities. For the first time, architecture responded to machines rather than human hands. Functionality and efficiency began to dominate design, often at the expense of beauty or comfort. By the early 20th century, buildings reflected modern life. Concrete and reinforced steel allowed skyscrapers to rise above city skylines. Electricity, plumbing, and elevators changed how buildings were used internally. Homes became more private, offices more vertical, and cities more fragmented. Architecture embraced minimalism, rejecting ornament in favor of clean lines and mass production. By 2025, buildings exist at the intersection of technology and sustainability. Smart systems regulate temperature, lighting, and security. Glass towers coexist with restored historic structures. Architecture responds to climate challenges, population growth, and limited resources. Buildings are designed not only to shelter humans, but to interact with energy grids, transportation networks, and digital infrastructure. As we look across centuries, a pattern emerges. Buildings evolve alongside human priorities. When survival dominates, structures are simple and durable. When power and identity matter, buildings become monumental. When efficiency rules, architecture becomes industrial. In the modern era, adaptability defines design. Buildings must change as fast as the societies they serve. The evolution of buildings reveals a deeper truth about humanity. Every wall, roof, and foundation reflects a choice about how we live together. Architecture is frozen decision-making, shaped by fear, ambition, technology, and hope. From stone huts to intelligent structures, buildings are more than shelters. They are mirrors of civilization, standing silently as history moves around them.